Guys, Oshini is coming to you with another video. Today we're going to be making chicken and mushroom curry. I know you guys are familiar with chicken and mushroom usually being in a white sauce in a pie, but you can make this into a curry and it's actually really good. Before we get started on the list of ingredients, I just want to thank you all for all the love and support, the suggestions, and yeah, thank you so much for all of that. So I'm gonna run you through the ingredients real quick. I have extra virgin olive oil, chicken fillets that is sliced into 4 pieces, and then in terms of spices, I have half a teaspoon of garam masala, about a tablespoon of masala or curry powder. I have one tomato crushed. You could always use it chopped up into fine pieces. I have about 6 curry leaves, an onion that's thinly sliced, half a teaspoon of ginger and garlic that is crushed, and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder or hardi. Okay, so I have a pan that's getting heated. To this pan, I'm going to add in the oil, leaves, and the onions. Okay, so to the heated pan, I've added in 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I've also added in the onion and the curry leaves. I'm just going to let it fry until it's golden brown. You know your onions are starting to get done when you see the edges of it. See the tips are starting to brown a little bit. So they're not burning, but they're cooking really well. To this, I'm going to add in the masala, garam masala and turmeric and fry that up as well because you don't want it to have the raw powdered taste. Okay, so spices added. I've added in the masala powder, which is a tablespoon. I've added in the half teaspoon of garam masala and the half teaspoon of hardi. This is just to fry it out and cook them down. Be careful, this can burn very easily, so you need to watch it, and it doesn't need to fry for too long. Once this is done, you're going to add in the tomatoes and the ginger garlic and fry that down for a bit. So I've added in the ginger and garlic as well as the crushed tomatoes that I had. And I'm just going to let this cook for a little bit. You see it's forming a paste. Now you're not going to add any water to this because to this we're going to add in our chicken and mushroom. So water will be released from the chicken. Okay, so I've added in the chicken and the mushroom to the paste that I've cooked down. And I'm just going to let it cook for a while. You will see that water will be released from the mushroom and the chicken. So at this point there's no need to add. You can decide later on. It's starting to fry up. I've mixed it in and we're just going to let it cook for a bit on the side before mixing it again. At this point you can add in your salt. I use fine salt because I prefer cooking with that. So you can add in your salt to this. So a little bit of salt just over this to taste. Okay, so it has fried up a bit. You can see the chicken has turned white, and I did add 100 ml of water to this because I wanted a gravy in it. I don't want it to be dry, and the water that did come out from the chicken was not enough to create that gravy. So I'm just going to let this cook down and thicken up, and then we will be done. So now you see it's starting to look a lot more like a curry. It's starting to thicken up, and you can see that because as I run the spoon through the gravy, you can see that it's getting thick. Okay. You could always add in peas or potatoes to this, but I prefer the mushroom instead of potatoes. But I will do another video on that, seeing that it was also one of the suggested videos. So to this, I'm going to then add coriander or dhania to it, and then we will be ready to plate. Okay guys, so there we have it, chicken and mushroom curry done, garnished with some coriander and ready to serve up. Now you could either have this with roti or rice, bread, rice noodles, pasta, whatever you prefer, or you could just have it plain if you're going for the no carb route. Okay, so if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so down below. Drop your comments, whatever suggestions you have, and whatever you'd like to see me cook next. Remember, if it wasn't this video session, then stay tuned because it will be coming up soon on the channel. And yeah, my Instagram handle is at Shani's Dinners for One, so follow me there.